We unleashed something powerful. We have to stop her.
If you want to do something right, you make a list. 1,
We have to team up.
2, we're gonna have to fight Ghost. 3, we're gonna track down Ghost. That seems like it should be part of 2. 2A.
Watch this.
Oh, also, we have to save the world. That's major. We can't forget that.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. We got new Ant-Man and the Wasp footage to break down. There's a little Infinity War Easter egg in there that you may remember from the end of that movie that I'll talk about, but they give us a better idea for what the actual plot of the film is and what exactly is going on with the Ghost character, who we know is the big bad of the film, but I think this trailer gives you an idea for what her arc is because Sonny Burch is also one of the other Justin Hammer type characters in the film. So if you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the Marvel videos. I'm still doing that Infinity War DVD giveaway. All you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this too. So the big thing in this is they let you know that they caused a really big problem. We unleashed something terrible, meaning that they probably accidentally create the Ghost while she's in the middle of a heist. So if you don't know who the Ghost is, it's basically this corporate saboteur that has really cool tech in the comics. That's basically the whole pitch. Because they had pitched this movie initially as them going into the quantum realm to save Janet Van Dyne's Wasp, who got lost there so long ago, it sounds like what might be going on is they're just doing that while they're under house arrest. Like they find out some secret about the quantum realm. Oh my god, like you see the reaction on their faces here. This might be when they learn about Janet Van Dyne being alive inside the quantum realm. So they freak out, but you also have this sort of side plot with the Sonny Burch character who seems like he's trying to steal Pym-Tech. Like everybody wants their hands on Pym-Tech. That was the whole big Hydra thing during the original Ant-Man movie. If you don't know who he is, that's Walton Goggins. He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. He called his character more of a small-time criminal, but it sounds like the film's using him as more of a Justin Hammer type, even though it's a bit of a misdirect because the Ghost is going to become the real villain. So when you see Ant-Man turn into Giant Man and chase after him in that funny car chase like he has Pym's building in his lap there, like he's just stolen it, regardless of where this is happening during the movie, it sounds like he hires the Ghost, this really awesome corporate saboteur, to steal Pym-Tech for him, and while she's doing that, there's an accident involving the quantum realm that gives her her powers and the ability to phase. They make it seem like her powers are bigger than that because you see this building explode after they say they unleash something terrible, but I think that's just part of the accident that gives her her powers. Her big thing, as the trailer explains, is just phasing through anything. So when Ant-Man says the world is in danger, I think there are a couple of things going on there. So obviously this is happening before the events of Infinity War, so the snapshot hasn't happened yet. They don't know anything about Thanos or the Black Order. I'm guessing that the threat to the world is twofold. One, the Ghost could just steal anything she wants from the Avengers base. That's where Tony Stark keeps all his coolest toys. She could do that anywhere around the world. But what they might also do is try to explain that when Ghost uses her ability, it sort of weakens the fabric of reality because she's using the power of the quantum realm to phase through things. So those two different planes of existence interacting maybe causes some big problem, and that's what the real threat to the world is. Because just having a super criminal around doesn't sound like a big worldwide threat. Let me know in the comments though, what do you think the real threat to the world is through the Ghost character? It just sounds like she's a crazy villain that goes a little bit nuts when she gets her powers. It just goes around on a tear trying to steal whatever she wants. And then collateral damage is the weakening in the fabric of reality. But I love the way that they're trying to misdirect us from all the Janet Van Dyne stuff. Like you remember all the way back to when they showed off footage at Comic-Con? They haven't released it online yet, but I hope that they do, because it was Lewis and Ant-Man explaining the history of the MCU to Janet Van Dyne because she's been in the quantum realm this whole time, so she doesn't know about anything that's happened, so that will at least make the DVD if they don't release it online. I think they're just trying to avoid showing Janet Van Dyne on screen because they still want to maintain the secrecy around the film, even though we all know that she's in the movie. Now that we've all seen the end of Infinity War, let me know if you're thinking about the way Thanos used the gauntlet and Ghost's phasing ability, because what happened to Banner and the Hulkbuster at the end of that film? Thanos just phased them right into solid rock and they got stuck. Even though there was a bit of a jump towards the very end of the film where you just see him standing there like, wait a minute, how did he get out of that? The actual endgame of this movie for the Ghost character sounds like it will flow a little bit from that logic. So what happened at the end of the first Ant-Man movie? It was all about shrinking things down. So how did he kill the Yellow Jacket character? He destroyed his tech, so he shrunk down in the most painful way possible, like he was getting sucked into a really tiny black hole. So let me know in the comments, do you also think that the way that they kill the ghost or get rid of the ghost will involve a function of her ability, like at the end of Infinity War? Because her power is phasing, do you think they're just going to phase her into a solid object and that's what's going to kill her? Like she'll lose her ability somehow while she's phasing into something really hardcore. Really up in the air about how WTF the ending of this is going to be, because Janet Van Dyne seems like she's going to be a pretty big part of the movie, and we all have theories about the post-credit scene because of the snapshot and how they're going to connect this movie to Avengers 4, because it's kind of in between, even though in the timeline it takes place before everything that we just saw. I don't think they want to end on a super downer moment. They want people to be a little bit happier after the ending, as opposed to Infinity War, where everybody's still kind of dealing with the trauma and the grief. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I don't know if they want to end on exactly a moment like that, but I do think that they want to connect this to Avengers 4. So I am expecting some small moment, even if one of them doesn't turn to ash. Because the thing about Evangeline Lilly is that she was going to be in Avengers 4, but when she was talking to interviewers last year, she said that she only shot for about a day on the Avengers 4 set. So how many scenes could you film in a single day on a big movie set like that? Not that many. So it sounds like Ant-Man is going to be much bigger in Avengers 4 than the Wasp is, even though it will feature her somehow. Like everybody keeps talking about that big scene where everyone's standing together. But let me know in the comments, how do you want them to use the Wasp's character during Avengers 4, assuming that she's not going to be a huge character, but she'll be involved in the plot somehow? There'll be a whole bunch more Ant-Man and the Wasp dropping really soon because we're about a month away for that movie dropping, and more Captain Marvel because they're filming that again too. So leave all your video requests in the comments below. And don't forget about Spider-Man 2. They'll be filming that really soon, so we'll probably get some more details about that. And maybe a look at what his new version of the costume is going to look like in that film, if he doesn't go straight back to the old version of the costume from Homecoming. Congratulations to the latest giveaway winner, Seth Paris. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. I'll name a new winner when I post new Marvel. Click here for my new Avengers 4 video, and click here to learn about the new Spider-Man 2 Jake Gyllenhaal villain. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.